with Oracle Amira. Welcome everybody. We are going to warm up with a little bit of a card shuffle and see who pops in. I haven't been on for a while, so I'm hoping that a lot of you are going to be around. It is Sunday night in the US, so it is usually a good time where people come onto the live. So do a shout out where you're from, a like on arrival, and good to see you all. Yeah, good to see you all. I'm also going to do a little unboxing or an unwrapping of a specific thing I bought that I just couldn't resist. So I'm going to do that as well. And I'll wait till some of you are here. I'm just going to get some power into my devices. Okay. What's going on, power? Give me some power. Okay, let's have a look at the live. Should be going now. I might do a... Oh, we've got some people in already. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. I might do a thumbnail for those who love a thumbnail. Hi, Elaine. How are you? Welcome back. Yeah, I wasn't feeling very well, so I just thought I'd wait until I felt better. Yeah. And in that process of not feeling well, I lost a kilo. It's always interesting, yeah, losing a kilo here and there. Okay, so we're doing super chats today. So anyone who would like a super chat, please go ahead and put your super chat question in, first served. If you do the super chat offline or on my through my website, which is PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Wise, you can also do that. And just let me know that you've done that and I'll get back to you. I know there's a few people who've been wanting to do a super chat, wanting to come on the live. I know a lot of you really love being on the live and feel the energy on the live. And sometimes with the live streams, it's interesting. Yes, I'm doing donated readings, JD, excellent. Yeah, sometimes on the live streams, you will pick up a message through someone else's reading. I am doing my other, general readings now directly on YouTube because uploading as a live doesn't get the views that they deserve and it doesn't get interpreted into different languages. So there's this new voice over dubbing mechanism that is on the uploads, but it's not on the lives. The auto translation is on the lives, but the dubbing is a different voice that is used instead of my voice that interprets the content into a lot of different languages. And you know that I've always been a multi-language channel. I've had other readers on here as well who have done different languages. I also speak Italian and I persevere in Spanish, not very well. And I do speak a number of languages, just a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So, yep. So if you do want to do a donated reading offline, you can do that on my website, which is amiracelon.com under the donation page. Or you can book a private reading there as well. And I can look at your astrology and do a private session for you. And you know how I love candles. I've still got a couple of candles left, which are the pink and the white one, which are $20 and $10 respectively, and they can go with any particular wish or desire or implementation or energy attraction that you'd like to put on there, anything that you'd like me to do. Okay. All right. I'm okay, Elaine. How are you? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, so I'm going to do my unwrapping. This is a very special unwrapping. This is exciting. As you know, the season's coming, so it's almost up to the holiday season, isn't it? Coming into the holidays. and retailers already out there. So check this candle out, guys. Check this candle out. It's amazing. Amazing candle. It's a whole candle. It looks like a book. It's a whole candle. Has a spider on the top. Super nice in gold. 3 books. Potions, curses, and spells. So that's a full candle. This one here is $30. It's a little bit more expensive because it's more high end and it wasn't on sale. So if anyone does want to snap that candle up, you're most welcome. You can put any impregnations into it. You can put cutting cords, protection. You can put anything you want into that. You can put manifesting. You can put, return to sender, or I will do, or evil eye protection, or I will do a huge, if nobody buys it, I will do a huge evil eye protection spell for everyone in the collective as we move closer to Halloween. Even though we're a couple of months out, I most likely will be tempted to burn it earlier than that. So a lot earlier, because I do like to do a candle and have a candle going. So I hope you like that. I thought it was really, really cute. Yeah, really, really cute. So let's have a look at that. Isn't it cute? Yeah. So let's have a look at that. Spells, curses, and potions. Very nice. Yes, so we've got 3 candles in at the moment. I didn't see any other candles that I liked. I like to get specialty candles from time to time, and I also like to get the plain candles because they work as efficiently, but the specialty candles are a novelty. They're a novelty candle, and I do like a novelty candle. Yeah. So, is anyone in? Is anyone in? 11 in. Anyone wanting to do a super chat question? That is the whole thing with coming on live. You just don't know who's going to be in or not. I don't know where everyone's gone. They've all been asking me to go live, but when I do go live, the last couple of times I haven't had a lot of people show up. So yeah, I'm not sure where everyone is. Oh, hi Fiamma, welcome. Thank you for the sprinkle. Thank you. Hope all is well. 10 p.m. just passed. I'm moving from October to Merida, Mexico. Merida's nice. I thought of moving there at one point. Going to pitch a change in relationship with my current employer from W-2 to 1099, more money. Oh, that's a great idea. Merida's a nice city. There's a lot going on there. It's nice. There's quite a few expats as well. There's a nice, rich cultural history there. I think it's not too dangerous either. I think there's beaches there too. So that should be nice. Yeah. It's more authentic. It's less touristy. And it has that nice architecture. I think colonial architecture as well. Some of that nice old architecture. Yeah. So what was the question? Just about the move or about the switch to 1099? Or just a general to do with the whole dynamic of the move? Let's have a look, Fiamma. What's going on? Hi, it don't make sense. How are you, Cicely? How are you? Do you mind if I say Cicely still? I like your name, Cicely. Yeah. Or if you're trying to be on the low key, I'll just say it don't make sense. It's fine. Okay. Let's see. If anyone wants to know why cards work better on velvet, it's because they're really easy to pick up. like they don't stick to the table. They're really easy to pick up. Any other surfaces, whether it's silk, whether it's just a table, like a laminate table, etc., or wood even, sticks to the table. Yeah, so that's for a lot of card tables in gambling area, you know, gambling dens, etc., gambling facilities have a plush surface. Okay, thank you, Cicely. Good to see you. All right. Fiamma. More money. Note it be. Note it be. Let's see, Merida. Yeah, Merida's a nice place, and it's got a nice seaside. It's not too far from the other, you know, the peninsula from Cancun and everything to go over there. Okay, let's have a look and see. Any advice? Any advice? Just do your research. Do your research. Try to find out where, you know, what the rentals are looking like. I do know there's a big wet season over there, or there's a low season. And I remember there were quite a few people over there renting out, needing house sitters for very long periods at a time, expats who are traveling. So that could be a way of getting in and looking around as well, seeing, you know, where you want to live exactly, what areas are good, unless you know the area really well. Do you know Merida very well? You just got the Ace of Wands popping out. Let's have a look. Ace of Wands is representing, you know, decision, action, launching, taking things into your own hands, striving ahead. It's a win. That also jumped before a little bit too, the Seven of Cups. It's a lot of ideas running through your mind. Yeah, a lot of ideas. You could go on a reconnaissance trip. You could go on a trip to see how you like it. Like if you could go for a month and work remotely and just do like an Airbnb and check out where you want to live and find out the best rentals. A lot of the rentals, you can find them on Facebook groups under, you know, house or apartment to rent in the area, or just talk to the locals. I think you speak Spanish, don't you? So that makes it even easier. Okay. I do get good vibes about it. I think it'd be quite an adventure. I'm getting dolphins coming up in my mind around you. I feel like you want to be closer to the sea or closer to the beach, closer to doing fun things, enjoying yourself. I'm also seeing a car. So I don't know if you're thinking about taking your car down there. Some people do. They've got to drive it through some of the tricky areas to get there, or get it transported. Or drive with somebody down there. Or you've never been. Well, if you've never been, before you do a big move, I mean, sometimes you don't have to do a big move. You can just pack light and then go lightly and then just check it out for a month or so. And if you don't like it, you can move on. You can just do a monthly rental. But I was suggesting going earlier and checking out a place before you make a big commitment to move there. And you know, you could come across, you know, situations that you don't like, that you don't see coming. I mean, some things pop up. Yeah, some things pop up. So it can be noise factor. It can be the way that properties are built. They can be too flimsy. It can be landlords trying to, you know, take advantage of you. It can be problems with neighbours. It can be problems with dogs barking all night. You just, you know, there's a gamut of different things that can go on. So, or a gamut. So there's good indication here that you've got your head on your shoulders. You've got the King and Queen of Pentacles here. So you've got some ability to save money, definitely. Could be very lucrative for you. And you're a medical entrepreneur. Okay, so you do speak Spanish. Yeah, so, you know, you might find, I'm kind of feeling like putting your toe in the water. You might find that you like it, but you might find somewhere else that you want to go as well. So there could be a couple of places that you want to kind of compare. Yeah. There could be a couple of places that you want to compare. It could be somewhere that you feel like, okay, well, you know, do I want to be here or do I want to be there? There's definitely money to be made, and I feel like with whatever you're doing, I don't know if you're doing medical tourism as well, or you're just doing interpreting. Okay. You could get involved in the medical tourism business as well in Mexico. I mean, there's a big market there from the US of people going down to source good doctors, etc., who want to go down there. I deal mainly with Turkey because it's my favorite, but there are a lot of places in Mexico. More in Tijuana people go to, and probably Mexico City as well, where the big surgeons are. Okay, thanks, Elaine. I'm feeling like it's the start of a new adventure, and you're a bit confused about it. You're not quite sure because you haven't been there. That's the thing. You've got a little bit of confusion here with the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. You feel like it's a big responsibility to do it by yourself if you're going by yourself. I feel like there could be 3 different options here, though. It might lead you to other opportunities, other dimensions, other opportunities, whatever that looks like to you. There could be other parts of Mexico or Latin America that you feel are going to be good for you. Yeah, community-wise, where you feel kind of more, you know, connected to your tribe. Sometimes it takes a while to kind of find your people. There is some confusion here. I'm also getting cruise ships coming in around you, so I don't know if you're going to be working near a port where there's cruise ships, or going on a cruise ship, or working on a cruise ship even. That could be a way of finding something. I wonder if Puerto Rico would be an option for you. Puerto Rico. I know some people that have gone to Puerto Rico have been very successful. Yeah, in TV and fashion and that type of thing. Success, pride, documents. You have to check out the legalities. I know that you can spend 6 months there if you're American in Mexico. And wealth. You're going to go where you're going to make the most money. That's really what it's saying. Or where you're going to save the most money, or where you're working for your, if you're doing interpreting, you need a really good internet speed if you're doing it on the phone. So you're going to have to check the Wi-Fi, because some places, you know, they claim they've got good Wi-Fi, but it actually is crap for live streaming, for conference calls, for, you know, that type of thing. So you are going to weigh up the pros and cons. You're going to go somewhere where you feel is peaceful. You might even go, if you're doing medical tourism, somewhere where there's a lot of retirees who are needing interpreting or translation if you're doing it in person. And you might get into the system there, even though they might not pay you as much there. You want to take your time here to really set up a nice situation. There's a couple of eclipses coming up in October, September, to do with the full moon and the new moon. We're just passing off a new moon. If anyone's been feeling under the weather, it could have been possibly the new moon in Virgo, 0 degrees, quite intense. So you are going to do kind of like a very strong, detailed, logical comparison. For some reason, I keep getting Acapulco around you as well. I know that it's not meant to be the safest area, but you might be attracted to it. I mean, there's places there that are, you know, interesting, that a lot of people still go to from Mexico. You know, a lot of Mexico City people go there. Yeah, so I don't know. Merida might check some boxes for you, but it might not check the whole box. So it would be a recon tour, it would be investigation. You can do a lot of investigation also online and just see what the deal is. Okay. Hi, Elaine. Elaine, when you do your donation, you put your question in. So start typing whenever you want. Okay. You know, I don't need to kind of go over these things again. It's always like, usually it happens like when I'm trying to close. But thanks for getting in early. Okay. Okay, Cicely, what do I need to know about my love life? Okay, Cicely. Anything going on, Cicely? Anything going on with your love life? I'm getting a 2 or a 3. So there could be 2 or 3 men around you right now, I feel, are interested, or that you're interested in, or you're looking at. That could be of interest. Oh, you've already booked your flight. Fantastic, Fiamma. Yeah, well, you might just go on a roll, on a definite roll, and that, it's not very, you know, that doesn't mean that, you know, you have to stay there for good. It can just be that you can test it out, try it out. You could even stay there 6 months and then see if it works for you. Okay. All right. Cicely, what's going on? Love life. Cicely on the love life. Oh, dipping into tourism. Okay, that's a good idea. Ah, it's a new guy in the workplace, new one. Oh, you don't want him. Is he causing issues? I think what's happened here is he's got a whiff of you having relations with people at work. And he's just thought you might be open to it, but doesn't necessarily mean that you're open to him. Okay, you got your happiness fulfilled. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. I don't know if the Italian guy is going to be able to help you. I don't know, something about moving to a different department. Oh, there's also a new blonde guy there too. The guy at work, just tell him you're engaged. Just tell him you're engaged. Because it's half true, because you've got that father of your child. Just tell him you're engaged. Not that you're going to probably pursue that one, but just tell him you're engaged. The Italian guy went back to Italy permanently. He probably knew all along he was going back. You know, these Italians are real players. They just look after number one. They don't care about other people. They're going to trick and disguise whatever. I heard about this guy some time ago, this Italian guy who was living with his ex de facto, so somebody that he'd raised children with that weren't his, that he was living with. And then he goes, oh, it's quite confusing. It's quite confusing. My friend said, there's nothing to be he said it confuses some people. And my friend said, oh, there's nothing to be confused about. You're living with another woman. I mean, this is what they think. They think that women are going to put up with this BS and just go in with their thing. And the thing he said was, oh, it just saves money in the Netflix subscription. And he didn't seem like a poor guy. And it sounded like my husband didn't want to get divorced because of the furniture. Didn't want to break the cost of the furniture. I mean, they're just lame. They just want to have what they want to have, and they don't really care about other people. It's just very self-seeking. Yeah, so there's nothing to be confused about. These guys are just to be left alone. I actually quite like my candle there. It's kind of it's kind of interesting to me. It's a nice little prop. Okay. There is somebody here who has other women around him. So it could be the player on the floor. I feel like the guy on the floor is the player, the guy, the first one, not the blonde one, the first one. I feel like he's kind of hitting anything that's moving and to be avoided. So I would just put like a block around him and just say, I'm engaged. So you can't ask the Italian for a transfer in department. So you probably won't have anyone to ask at this stage. I don't know, my vibe here, Cicely, is that you're getting a bit bored there. On it. You're getting a bit bored. Things are a bit hanging in the air. It's like you're trying to find a new direction, but it's not appearing. No men are coming up here except for the King of Pentacles. So there is a king here who's got the money and he's got the happiness surrounding him. And the water. He could be a water person, like he might love water. There's fountains, abundance, lakes, fish aquariums. You're planning to leave. Yeah, that would make sense. You want a fresh start. So the Italian went back permanently. Well, you know, he probably didn't even tell you, or very much at the last minute and pretended he didn't know. Yeah. So unless he invites you to Italy, he might miss you, invite you to Italy. He's got to really come forward with something major. And then, oh, you miss your son. Okay. But don't settle for less than what you want from the baby daddy. You've got to go for gold. While you've got the leverage, you've got to go for gold. You know, he can't have access without investing in you, him, and the whole shebang. Yeah, don't settle. Because otherwise he's just going to get what he wants and you're not going to get what you want. You will get a proposal, but it could come with a kind of cunning element to it. Or you might need to have the cunning element here to get what you want regarding the wealth, because there is another pregnancy here that will come into play. You will have another baby. Yeah. So, happy family homes. And this is where the whole Spain thing could emerge for you, which is I've seen before. Yeah. You might get that business thing connected to Spain or something coming up around Spain, etc. So let us know how it goes. And feel free to ask another question. Hi, TP. How are you, my dear? Welcome. Hi, Tammy. Welcome, welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're scared being here in the US. Oh, my God, really? What's scaring you? What's going on in your state? I thought your state was pretty relaxed. Check the blonde guy out though before leaving. Hi Malik. You're just tired of everything. Okay. Okay, has Elaine done her question yet? No. Just when you're ready, Elaine, pop it in. Let us know. Okay. Elaine. You didn't do it on the email, did you, Elaine? Let me just check. Let me check, Elaine. Just seeing what's going on. No, don't have anything on the email, so that's fine. Excellent, excellent. You posted it. Where did you post it, Elaine? It hasn't come up. Okay, thanks. Try to reword it if it's not working. Okay, let's go to TP. Hi, TP. What's happening? I'm back. Hi, Amira. I'm back on the job hunt, specifically on when I'll get a job. Timing. How will it be, please? Okay, let's have a look for timing for TP. Good to see you all. Nice to be back. I do miss my lives. Let's start with the pendulum and clarify with the cards for TP. Let's have a look at, we've still got some August left. Let's look at August. New job application, hiring. TP, September. There's movement in September. It could have been something you applied for before, as we've got a inverted yes. That's what I call a backward yes. So something that you might have put out previously at a different stage or time, or connected with, reached out to. Not something completely new. So September, I feel like you're going to hear from somebody and get an offer. October. November. December. Looks like September's the month. No other month was giving us any sort of juice whatsoever. TP work related. Okay, there could have been something that you refused or that you weren't ready to apply for or go for, or maybe they didn't give you enough money. And this one is a new adventure, stepping into the unknown, new adventure. You're going to follow your gut, take yourself on a new journey with this. This is going to be quite exciting, I feel. I feel like finally they have the management and the boss that you are going to approve of or like. There could have been issues in the past, okay? All right. Did he go back permanently to Italy, Sicily, or just temporarily? Oh, the blonde guy is married and you don't want to engage with you. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. Just tell them all that you're engaged and just tell them to piss off. Yeah, sometimes when you give up, something can shift. So just be open to giving up. Yes, that can work. Thanks, Malik. Coming down to you, Tammy. Let's have a look at Elaine. Did she pop in? Elaine. Lane, you might have to email me. Just say that you emailed me. Okay. You can do it off the record. Tammy, how are you, my dear? I feel my principal was really bossy last week. Can I have a feeling? I have a feeling other teachers might think the same. Can you read her and tell me what is going on? Okay. It's the same one as last time. It's the same one as last time. She's probably getting more confident now. She's in her second round of years of being there. Yeah, she's getting a bit confident, you could say. Let's see. Tammy, what's going on with the principal? A lot of egos here. There's a big, I think she's got this big ego. She's throwing her weight around. She doesn't like being scrutinized is a message I'm getting for whatever reason. She's wanting some changes, maybe with a vice principal. I know that guy left, but I think she's trying to throw a weight around because he left. She's got to maintain some sort of power and control. She's kind of felt like she was losing something by him leaving, kind of like a gatekeeper. I don't know, there could be I don't know if you can put in anonymous review, like anonymous complaints about this person, because I feel like there could be quite a large amount of people who would do that to the board or whoever's in charge, and she might get just interviewed or pulled the peg down. I'm sorry that these issues happen and continue to happen. I think it's important for you to have a life outside of there and to care less, and to have more of a life going on for yourself and to care less, and to just cruise through until you want to do your retirement on your terms. I feel like you will. Not that it's retirement age yet, but I do feel you could do an early retirement if you played your cards right, and also some smart investments with your properties. And I'm sorry to say so, but once your mother's gone, you won't really need to work at all. You just won't. It is just what it is. The cycle of life. She's going to try to reach out to you and maybe befriend you, or hopefully she'll leave you property as well and leave you the whole house. this woman, this principal, she might try to reach out to you, like extend an olive branch, but I don't think you're going to take it. And the status quo is she's got a lot of people against her. She's got an egocentric personality. She could have a personality disorder. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but some people who are not looking after their personality disorders, they can become very unhinged. I do feel a male still coming in there. I don't know if you're going to get a male principal. I always saw a male principal popping in, or a male boss, or somebody in charge stepping up. You are learning to be more independent, and maybe independent from other people, gym, etc. Less codependent, and also to do with your daughter and her husband, and not relying too much on whatever she's doing or other people are doing. So I feel like you're in the process of recreating a new sort of identity, which is good. And let's face it, your mother's not young. No, she's not young, and she has big property. She has big property. She hasn't insisted that you go and move there, so, you know, things are kind of just ticking along nicely. I'm also getting the word aunt. I don't know if you've got an aunt in spirit or an aunt around your mother who's close to passing. I'm feeling like there's an aunt presence. Somebody in spirit around you who could be an aunt, or living who is an aunt. Oceans, pearl, and news. You might hear it from somebody at a distance. It could be a distant aunt or a distant relative, or something to do with water, or somebody who lives on the sea. Oh, an aunt in spirit. Yeah, she's giving you the okay. She's giving you the thumbs up. Yep, she's giving you a thumbs up on this, so don't worry about this silly person, like these silly people. You know what I mean? Our old neighbour, okay. Let's have a look at Elaine. Our old neighbour is renting her parents' home from old neighbourhood. Would I be renting from her, and how would it be? Okay. Have you had a look at it recently? Thanks, Tammy. Good to hear from you. Juicy question. I'm also getting Emily, the name Emily. I don't know if that relates to anybody watching, like an Aunt Emily or an Emily. Okay. She's giving you the all clear. Okay, good to have a look at it. It's a shame you can't look at it before. Well, that's a long time ago, Elaine, babysitting. I mean, these properties can decline, you know. They can be trashed. All sorts of things can happen. How is this new house? In the old neighborhood. See if you can go and see it earlier than later, but I feel like you might like it. Yeah, there could be some competition, or they'll make out like there's some competition for it. Oh, her niece is moving out first. Why can't you just go over there while her niece is there? I mean, what's wrong with that? It's going to put your mind out of curiosity for 3 weeks. If you know the person and You know, the niece, maybe you can just pop over. And ask her what the, you know, downfall is, why they're moving out. If it's anything to do with the property or if it's anything to do with something else. Here we go. Yeah, you keep getting the Chariot, so you're definitely going to go over there. Definitely. You're going to follow your gut feeling on this one and proceed with caution. Oh, she's buying a house. Okay, cool. And why isn't she buying the aunt's house, or the aunt doesn't want to sell? All right, let's have a look. Okay. Thanks, Elaine. Let's have a look at Malik. Hi, Malik. Any messages? What do you got, Malik? What's going on? Might do you a love oracle. She just wants to rent it. Okay. Well, I think it could be a good rental and she knows you, so she might want somebody that she knows. I don't think there's any deal with it. I think you just need to have a look and see if you like it. I don't think there's any deal with it. I think she just wants to rent it out to somebody that she knows, but I think you can go and see it earlier. Just say, look, I'm looking at other properties. I'd like to look at yours now if possible, even with your niece in it. I don't mind. Go and check it out. Well, tell her. Tell her you want to look at it now and see what she says. Yeah, don't waste your time. Don't sit and wait for this one. I think she wants to rent it out to somebody she knows, but she could have somebody else in mind as well. Malik. Okay, there's somebody around you at work. You could have an infatuation with a work colleague, an older woman, or a mature woman, somebody in charge. Soulmate connection, but there's also a younger female around you. And passion. You could meet somebody through work, have a work interest. I'm getting an R name like Rebecca, Rachel, Rebecca, Rhonda, Romy, Rihanna, Roxy. Yeah, I feel like there's a couple of women, but there's one specific one that might be of interest to you. Brunette female. Any other interests? Dating queen. You've got options and there's passion around you, Malik. So I feel like there's a passionate connection moving up for you. Probably through your work or somebody around your workplace. Okay. Or their workplace. Hi, Pisces moon. What do I need to know right now? Good question. What's going on, Pisces moon? How's the weather in New York? What's going on? Okay. I'm getting television around you. I don't know why. I don't know if you're thinking about doing some extra work. You can get paid extra work quite nicely if you sign up for extra work. I used to do that in LA. They usually give you parking as well if you need to park. I don't know about parking in New York because it's a different city. Like to be in the audience, game shows. You might start going out and meeting people like that, doing something different, getting cash in hand. I can't remember what they used to pay us. It could have been $50 or $100. I can't remember. King of Cups. Putting yourself in the right place at the right time is what I'm feeling. There's new work coming in or different things popping up. And also this nice feeling of Nine of Pentacles. How much do they pay in New York? So there's abundance here, lucrativeness here, and also still that feeling of countryside around you. I don't know where the country is coming into play. The countryside areas, whether it's New Jersey, New York, I don't know what area it's in around Washington, D.C., I don't know. But there's other areas with rolling hills, the Carolinas. You might even decide to do your own channel, because that's also kind of like television, filming something, your own kind of TikTok or on a specific topic. It could be to do with where you live. You've been sick still. Are you still sick? Is it still environmental? You've got to try to get that disability. So you're still sick, but you've moved into this other place. And how is it meant to, how does your health get restored after mold? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Still waiting to hear from disability. I hope you get it. It might open up your horizons. You might be able to like do some filming, reels. And I'm also seeing you going to your home country with your mother as well. You might do some reels down there or something, some films. Okay, Carusta, how are you, my dear? Thank you for the 1111 sprinkle sprinkle. Virgo birthday season. Happy birthday. Oregon coast is nice. Whereabouts on the coast you headed? You were inland before, weren't you? It's one of the most beautiful coastlines in America, with the cliffs and everything. Love message. Detoxing. Oh, you've been going to the sauna. Good idea. What about a steam bath as well, like a Turkish bath? Eucalyptus inhalers, like steam, is also very good. Eucalyptus is very good. Eucalyptus oil. Central Coast, Lincoln City. Okay, I've never been there. Somebody from your childhood might come back, or you've got memories of childhood romances or attractions. You could attract a Pisces, a fire sign as well, Aries, Sag, Leo, or also a Gemini. Lincoln City. Let me have a look at that one. I was in Brookings, which is really south, yeah, south of the thing. It's a bit isolated. There's not a lot to do there, to be honest, but it's nice. What is it? What's the state? Oregon. Oh, it looks nice. Looks nice. Yeah, they have the most dramatic coastlines. There's not as many cliffs there as there is in Brookings, but still, it's nice. If you're high up enough, you'll get that. Looks very pleasant. Yeah, it looks nice. Let's get some more flavour on the love. You've got the lovers as the outcome. You might be very confused about who's coming in and what they're offering. But you've got the Lovers on the outcome. You're feeling in charge of your love life now. You're feeling more empowered with it. You feel like you're on top of it energetically. Or you've got it more sorted out, or you know more what you want and what you don't want. Yeah. I'm getting a G initial, like a Glen. Obstacles. You're not the brunette female, are you? I feel like you've needed to get out of where you are. If there was something going on with a guy who had a brunette female, that could be picking up from the past. Could have been an ex-wife or partner. Oh, you are brunette. Oh, that could be you. Why are there obstacles? Let's check that. Okay. Fun times. Party recreationals could be the obstacles with this person, so just watch that. There's a man here who looks more serious. He's an entrepreneur, a boss, detached. He could be a bit older than you. He might have his own business. Man about town is what I'm hearing, and somebody who might have a business in town. I feel like he drives a lot. Like you always see him driving. Or you might start seeing this guy driving backwards and forwards. I feel like he's got a truck. Okay. Looks like a silver or a white colour. All right. Okay, let's have a look at Sicily. Hi, Sicily. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Seems the late guy's still out there waiting on me. Any signs that we'll come across paths destiny? Because he's always coming up and I haven't met him. Yeah, I know. It's very frustrating, that. What do we need to know about this? Sending lots of love, Carusta. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the good energy. Do you like my new candle, everybody? That candle's going to go off. I can tell you that right now. Don't we love a bit of gold? A bit of black, a bit of gold. Yeah, Carusta. Oh, sorry, Sicily. Where is this late guy? Does he exist? Does this late guy exist? Or have we missed the boat? He might have moved inland. He might not be on the lake anymore. He might have travelled and moved. Okay, what do we need to know about this lake guy? Okay, is the lake guy still on the lake? He might not be there at the moment, or he's gone. He might still own the property, but he might not live there all year round. It could be a summer thing. That's why I was saying for you in summer to get out there, to get out to all of those lake environments. Golf courses is coming up for me as well. Is the lake guy in Sicily State? Yes. Is the lake guy still single? No. No. Yes and no. On and off. He's in an on and off relationship. That's why you haven't met him. Will the lake guy become available again in the future for Sicily? Very small chance. You might meet him online on one of the dating apps. if you really want to crunch this guy before you leave, you know, just to get him out of your system. Is there another late guy available? Not necessarily. Is this late guy in Spain? There you go. He could be on a different lake in a different country. There we go. Okay. So the late guy might have always been in Spain, or he might have been in your country but went back to Spain, or some sort of crossover was going on there. Yeah. Is the ideal husband located in your home country? Neither yes nor no. Is your ideal husband located in Europe? Most likely. Is your ideal husband located in the US? No. Will the Italian guy invite you to Italy? Small yes. I wouldn't be surprised if he does, to be honest, now that he's not there. But you might be over him. There could be somebody else in Europe for you that you haven't met, that you know about, you haven't met yet. Something new. You know, there's a lot of lakes in Switzerland. Switzerland's a beautiful part for lakes. You Smitty. How are you, my dear? Had an interview recently but forgot your deodorant. What makes it worse for me? I don't know how bad of a smell I was. Well, at any rate, how will this job be if I get the job? Okay. You're thinking London? London's so expensive now, and it's also dangerous. You know, don't go and put yourself where there's a lot of other women who are similar to, not similar to you, but a lot of African women. Put yourself somewhere. You're always good at positioning yourself, Cicely. Spain would be great. Switzerland would be great. Should Cicely go to UK? Not necessarily. Could be. If the British thing opens up with you, you might meet him in Spain. A lot of the Britons go to Spain. But if you need to go there for business, then go. Smitty, how will you rate this job? How well at any rate will this job be if I get the job? Let's have a look, Smitty, what's going on? You know, if you were sitting far enough away from them, they wouldn't have been able to smell you. If you did smell at all. I don't think they can really eliminate somebody from an interview if for that reason. They might just say wear deodorant for the job, you know, like they'll tell you that you need to do something usually. There is success here. There is a potential success. Yep. Saying that you may or may not take it though, but there's potential success here with this job. Yeah. There is potential success. They do see your qualities. They do appreciate your expertise. There's a man there that could have been interested in having you there, and your skills. The money, you know, the money is looking good somewhere though. So if this is not the first job, I would go for something else, because you will get your wishes. If it's not quite on your wish list, this position, go for something that is on the wish list, because you've got the wish card here that is moving you in the right direction for success. But it's saying that they are considering you. Will you make the cut? Yes or no? Like, you might just miss out, or it might just not be enough for you. And if that's the case, then there's something else here that is much more in line with what you want, and you don't know what it is yet. It's a mystery to you. There will be a big change. There could be some sort of company that's doing a reform when they get rid of people and get new people in. Like, they just need to shift the energy of the people. Kind of like it could be changing hands, changing ownership. That could be the indication of this new company coming up. It could have been through a big change. It could have even been burnt. I don't know why I'm getting that, but the actual property of the company, they could have been burnt, whether it's energetically, whether it's financially, whether they've gone through some sort of IRS thing, or it's burnt to the ground and they've had to renovate it. They could have gone through some renovations is another thing. It could be in the Scorpio season that this particular job appears. So that's November. Yeah, so I wouldn't worry about this one job and the deodorant. I wouldn't worry about it. Don't sweat that one, literally, because something else, if it's not that, something else will reappear and the right thing will come up. You've just stepped your toe in the water, dipped the toe, and the toe is saying it's good to go now. It's good to move forward. New things are coming up. Okay, Smitty. Any characteristic about the next future child father, or it's the same son's father? You know, has this father of your child offered you anything yet? Has he made you a decent offer? That's really what it comes down to. You know, a king needs to be acting like a king and providing like a king. Has he given you a house? Has he given you gold? Has he given you a property? An allowance? Like, what is he giving you? Or is it just all words in the air? Yeah. Well, he should be making offers right now, Cicely, for you to go back. Does he have access to your son? If he has access to your son, he's getting what he wants for free. You're not charging him anything for it. So if he's not giving you what you want, you better make a hard, fast move on that, you know, and don't be susceptible to his words. He's trying to draw you back with the child. He's trying to draw you back, you know, with the family, or the family's trying to draw you back. And this is a business arrangement. This is not a typical marriage, because he's already married. So no, he needs to be making those offers now before you even consider moving back. Because if you think he just wants you for benefits, but you can't, well, it's benefits of having access to you, whether it's emotional, spiritual, physical, or your child, and the abundance that they get from having, you know, a son. You know, that is enough to, you know, make a king very, very excited. So don't underestimate energy. Don't underestimate energy, intelligence, business intelligence as well. Don't give him anything at all. Don't give him any benefits whatsoever if he's not giving you, making you an offer. Just ask him for an offer. Don't play games with this guy. He's a businessman asking for an offer. If you want access to my son, to me, make me a decent offer, and I will say if it's going to be good enough or not. Don't mess around with this guy. No, he gets away with too much. He's been very spoiled, and that's why you didn't marry him in the first place. So you want a house, you want this, you want land, you want a car, you want, you know, X, Y, and Z. You've got to ask for it, and he can afford it. Okay, anything to do, are there any indications of who the next husband's going to be? And you have to go for a husband, not a boyfriend or a baby daddy. You have to go for a husband. Husbands do one thing, they look after their women. Yeah, well, you know, that doesn't impress you. That doesn't do anything for you. The fact that he's proud that your son's born in America, that doesn't do anything for you. You've got to look at what is it doing for me? What value is he adding to my life, not vice versa. Yeah, so no, I wouldn't worry about that. You know, Leo women can just be way too soft when it comes to sharing their men with other women and being too relaxed. Yeah, don't put up with it and stop talking to him. Like, this has been going on now for months or weeks since you've been back. No, he's got to make you an offer. When you give me an offer, then we can talk. Make me a decent offer. And if he's got no idea what it was, lay it out and lay it out thick and put icing and trimming and diamonds on top. Don't make it, you know, like a small sandwich. Yeah, if men get it, you know, men understand. And if you don't ask for what you want, they just, okay, you haven't talked to him for a while, that's good. Yeah, ask him for what he, you know, what you want. And if he doesn't give it to you, he's doing the push and pull technique. So if he's not engaging with you all the time and asking you, does he have access to your son? Because he might be getting enough out of you just having access to your son. Okay. No, you're going to make a big decision about this guy. It's coming up soon. King of Cups, somebody more emotionally connected or emotionally connected. So he could be. He also has to get approval from the first wife to marry you. So that needs to be done. There's another man here with a lot of money. Could be an earth sign or a water sign. Somebody with a lot of family money. I don't know, but I'm getting more a European vibe with this guy, like Swiss or something like that. Something very, very well to do. Don't waste too much time. You know, these guys can tie up your childbearing years. And there's a lot of women right now who are doing IVF. I've met a lot recently. They cannot be bothered with men. And this is women who are in their 20s and 30s. They are not be bothering with men because men are not performing. They're not showing up. They're not doing anything. You know, so women are having babies with gay friends. They're having babies by themselves. They're doing IVF and they're getting more out of it. You'd be better off with a very rich gay couple to have a baby with than that are going to look after your child properly and look after you, and you know that you can trust them, than some of these, you know, DICKS floating around. So you've got options here of different men. There's lots of options here coming up, but you've got to open up the options. You're a bit depressed now because of you're missing your child, but you've got to snap out of it, Cicely. You will leave your job, but you'll leave it when you're good and ready. You don't have to leave it right now. It's not the end of the road for you. You have to come up with a plan. So you need to work out what this guy is going to offer you or not, literally. And if he's not going to offer you what you want, you need to write it down. If he doesn't offer you what you want, you need to eliminate him. Just get him right out of your life. You might end up taking a baby, you know, to Spain from time to time or to Europe. It's just because he's born in America, it doesn't matter. You did that all by yourself. He didn't help you at all. Did he pay for your immigration? No. Did he pay for all of the times and the struggles that you had? No. Did he help you at all? No. You know, he basically, you actually had a baby for him free. He didn't help you at all. Yeah. So you want a husband that gives you soft love. There's a couple on TikTok who are Afrikaans, and this guy is just amazing. He won't let his wife do anything. He won't let his wife drive the car. He won't let his wife put gas in the car. He won't let his wife do anything. He won't even let her wash her hair. He does everything for her, you know, because she's breastfeeding and this and that. But other than that, and she was also wealthy in her own right. She had her own money. So you did everything by yourself. Exactly. So he needs to pay you back for your time and effort, because otherwise he should not have access to your son. He shouldn't have access to you. No. We're going to do a last call, everybody. Don't know where our moderators are. Got any moderators here? I don't know if Michi's around. Where's Michi? Michi and Megs. He needs to pay you back and more for every single thing, every dime that he's put forward. Because otherwise, if he hasn't told his current wife that he's got another baby, he's got another family, then it's not going to work, you know. If he doesn't stand up for you, then it's not going to work. And you just don't need that. You don't need it. Yeah, there's a couple on TikTok, and this guy is called Sweet Love. He's just absolutely adorable. And I think they're called the Beckers or something like that. And that's how you want to have a husband. And sometimes these husbands cannot be found. I mean, that's just the basis of it. Yeah, that's the real reality of it. Might not be on Facebook. Could be on Facebook or Instagram. I think it's Instagram. You got to hold that as a model, like as some sort of level, you know. Some guys won't even call you because they don't like you using the telephone. So how are they going to communicate in a relationship? You know what I mean? So, you know, there's a lot of very lazy men out there, and there's a lot of men who are beta males, simps. There's a lot of them. The Benekes, so the Benekes, they've got 94k subscribers on Instagram, and he tells you what soft love is, and he doesn't care if he's got some hate from men saying, oh, you're not an alpha male. He is an alpha male. He's providing and he's doing everything. And he knows what he's doing, you know, comes in all shapes and forms. It's hard to find them yet. The thing is not to find them, is to position yourself. So where do alpha men go? They get up in the morning, they go and do sports, they work out. You'll find them doing sports in the morning. You'll find them active in the morning. Just think about lions. You'll find them active in the morning, testosterone peaks in the morning. You've got to go where alpha men are in the morning, and that's coffees, that's out and about, that's doing walks, that's walking dogs, that's going to, you know, play sports of some kind, golf courses, paddle boards, surfing, whatever it might be. That's alpha men. Yep. The beta men are the ones that you find at night just trying to tap you up. Yep. Get the ones in the morning. Hi, Michi. Finally, Michi, you're back. Good to see you, Michi. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're doing last calls, Michi. You've been on for a while. Haven't had any moderators in, actually. Good to see you, Michi. I'm going to do a coffee cup soon in the next couple of days or so, but I'm going to upload it separately because YouTube have changed a few things and it needs to be uploaded separately. Yeah, you need to go to places where men go to breakfast. I mean, men in America, they love going out to breakfast. They love getting up early. They love going on walks, especially the weather now is really nice and it'll be coming into a beautiful time. Yeah, dog parks, different things. Yeah. And you can try online as well, just to see. You can try online in your current area, not outside of your area. Just in your current area, somebody it's easy to meet up with. You can meet up for a brunch or a lunch or a breakfast coffee. Yeah. Something easy, casual, and yeah, I don't know about California. I don't know why you would want to go to California. There's a lot of simps there. The men there are too liberal. If you want a real man, a provider man, you need to go where those men are. And in California, they work too much. So if they are provider men, they're usually providing for their extended families, like Chinese doctors and people like that. And they're working like 80 hours a week or 70 hours a week. So and they often have kids and they're from other marriages and they often don't have any time. So no, I wouldn't do long distance. Unless you're thinking of moving to California, I wouldn't do long distance. And you've basically done everything yourself, Cicely, so you don't need to be doing it again, you know? I know you like traveling, so maybe you want to travel. Yeah, but I would get your priorities in order first. Yeah. There's a lot of guys up where you live who are very wealthy, who've got their ducks in a row, who have businesses, who are very well established. I don't think that you really need to go out of state. All right, anyone else? Anyone else for a last call? And I will sign off. Thanks for joining, everybody. Truly appreciate it. Do you like my candle, Michi? This is a candle. Can you believe it? Curses, potions, and spells. If nobody buys it, I'm going to burn it. I'm going to do a big burn and burn it. So I like it. Good night, Michi. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, everybody. Truly appreciate it. Yeah, I like that one. It's a nice one. Good to see you, Michi. Good to see you, everybody. Good to see you. Everyone who's come in. Cicely, Carusta, you, Smitty, Malik, Pisces Moon, Elaine, Texas Tammy, TP. Fiamma, and JD. Okay. Anyone else? I'm going to leave the chat open for 30 seconds in case we get a last minute super, and then I'll close. Thank you, thank you. Lots of love and blessings, everybody. Take care. Ciao for now.